Hey guys, welcome back. It's another day working on the blade, and today I'm going to finish up the driver's side of the car where the little swishy mark was that I was working on in the last video. And so going to do that, and we'll let's see, this area need to do a lot more body filler to blend the fender into the door, and then the door into the back. And so that will kind of finalize this whole section once and for all, and then I'll have to mirror it on the other side. It won't be too much work once I kind of get this side figured out. You know, there's a little design aspect that I changed up at the last minute. So that's kind of, you know, how this car goes. So so I'll be doing that, and I'll do some time lapse on this as well. And I got some of your emails with some questions and stuff, so I may try to respond to those at the end of the video and let you guys know the thoughts and process of what we're doing, and how and why and all that stuff. So I know I've been promising that for a while, so finally I got enough questions and comments that I think I can get a good, give a good response to, and so I'll do that soon. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on the car, and then I'll try to close the video with some of those questions. Okay, bye. Another question that we get asked a lot are, what are the specs going to be on the car? As it stands now, we're looking at a car that's going to weigh around 2,600 pounds, and we'll have a 101-inch wheelbase. That's pretty much set in stone right now. So, full independent suspension in the front and the back. We have an advanced suspension set up for the rear that has a kind of a what's called rear steering. It's nothing that's computer controlled or anything like that, but based on how the car is handling and turning into turns, and the geometry of the car set up when it hits a turn, the rear end will tend to steer into the turn to kind of help increase the steering ratio by like 3% or so. So that's kind of a nice feature that we have on it. So then on the front end, same thing, full independent AA arm setup, coilover shocks, just kind of your typical sports car setup. And with the engine selections, we're looking at the Ford 5.4 liter fuel injected motor with a supercharger or twin turbo setup, and then also the new Ford 5.0 motor. And then we may experiment with some other motors later down the road. We have a guy in Italy that wants to give us 2 experimental 500 to 800 horsepower motors that I think have your standard 90-degree layout for the cylinders, and then one with a 14-degree layout. So not real sure about that setup, but it's nice that people are offering. So we'll just see how that goes. But as far as those specs go, those are kind of the general specs. There's more on our site that kind of cover everything else. But another question that I get asked a lot is why do we not decide to go the CNC machine route and just have everything cut out on a CNC computer and stuff like that? So the simple reason really is money. Costs a lot of money when you need to build everything into CAD and then have it ported over so that it could be in the right code for machining. and then just buying the foam blocks for all that machining and the time and labor that it takes to do that. So when we were initially looking at having it done, it's about $230,000 to have a car CNC'd fully in high quality. So we decided to kind of approach it a different way, and so I started researching a lot of how you make airplanes and boats and things like that, and that's what you see in some of our earlier videos, where we took forms and then we used those forms to shape the foam and then kind of get the overall shape of the car, and then we laid the fiberglass on top of that to give us a hard shell. So there's advantages and disadvantages to that. If you have the money, I mean, obviously the CNC route's a good way to go because it can save you a lot of time, but you still, even with the CNC stuff, have to go through and do a lot of changes as you're developing the car. And so it kind of depends. I mean, if you have the resources and time to do it, then that's great. For us, I knew that I had a design concept in my head, but I knew it wasn't completely finalized until I saw it in real 3D, real world, like this. So once we saw it in this form, then I knew there were areas that we needed to tweak and add and do all that kind of stuff too. So so the nice thing is that by doing it this way, it allows us to make the changes that we need to do. It doesn't cost us an arm and a leg, and we can do things like tweak the headlights, which were an issue for us, and of course the sides of the car and things like that. So so it's good. I mean, it allows us to do those things and get creative and take it to different levels and experiment. So that when the final product is ready, then we know it looks the way that we want it to look like. When people they develop stuff in CAD, it's a lot of money spent doing that, and so making changes and going back and forth gets locked, and so they have to kind of go with what they started out with. And I think that's why we have a lot of cars that look like they do today, and that aren't so great, in my opinion at least. But so that's basically it. It's really just a preference on our end, and money and time. And right now we don't mind spending the time that it takes to tweak everything and to do what we need to do to do it right, even though that we're having to do certain things over a few times. It's kind of a learning experience. Eric and I are not experts in this. I mean, we're just two normal average guys that have kind of jumped into this with both feet and a serious passion behind trying to build a car that will be unique and everybody will like and has some unique features about it. So I think that's kind of the important thing to all this. So I hope that answers the questions on that, and I'll try to add some more later. All right, bye. Hey guys, just finished doing some more body work on the car. Did a little body filler again on the side. So this is almost done. I just got to blend this section into this area. So this is built up extra high on purpose so that I can just use the surface as a guide for leveling this area off. And it has a slight taper to it. So and then this little line down here is shaping up pretty good, and it's starting to blend up and fade away into the back. So that's looking good. And did a little grinding on the snorkel vents on top, so those are looking pretty good. Still have a lot of body work to do on the top part of the hood, but it's coming along. So I'll be out here in probably a couple of days or so. So I'll film some more then. See you guys later. Bye.